Italy is not a country. It's just a geographical term. At least there is no special name in geography. When I didn't say these words. Italy has been divided for thousands of years. There is not a single consenting dog in this land. And only the 708-year-old puppy, one of the largest countries. His fate is less than a quarter of that of Sichuan. Walls around Italy. For example, Austrian geography can control the situation in Italy at will. Their troops marched into Italy. It's like walking into your own post-Chinese. When there is no special crack in the capital of Austrian geography, when evaluating Italy, there is exaggeration in his tone. Only mature facts can be read. What Rally is best at? It just makes people who read it look ugly. Today, Italy is a member of the European Union, a big country second only to reading law. On the economic aggregate, Italy among 200 countries worldwide can be ranked 8th. Italian prime ministers, every move. After a long period of time, it attracted media attention from various countries. Austrian geography. Many people are now in your Austrian geography. No one knows who the prime minister is anymore. This scene changes every day. Let's start with a man. He is also strong. Thanks to the famous secret of Italy's achievement country. He failed again and again. Come back again and again with fists. This makes Italy take death from one place. Unified into one true country. He is nestled between Italy. Home glass. (1807). The glass at home was born in Nice. One multiplier leaves Italy alone. But there is a city with a continuous clan. I have loved glass at home since I was a child. Read the history of ancient Italy. The Roman Empire in the Italian peninsula. I used to be so smart. They conquered the enemy sea. The territory spans Uruguay, is a real-world power. You can put your books down on the glass at home. Taidung gets off to a rough start. What he saw was another Italy. Self-Park Samurai. That is, since the decline and fall of Rome, Italy is stuck in a long period of confusion. When it comes to glass at home, Italy's territory has been forced to do something unbearable. Lombardy. Under direct comradeship for nice position in Australia. Central Medina. Parma. Tuscany, and other places. There are also Australian royal comrades. The southern kingdom of the two Sicily was emptied by Spain's Popolo dynasty factory. Large area in central. It's the territory of the water tycoon again. All over Europe. There is no land. Kill it in one set like Italy. France as early as the 15th century. Just basically agree. The core will encounter. I am a citizen of Chaos Square. Western Italy region. Nearly 5 times the size of the largest kingdom of the two West territories. Australia is bigger. Since 700,000 square meters of citizens. In the north, there is also the kingdom of Shishio, which is full of martial virtues. He has the ambition to unify this. But even if he doesn't agree, his ability to understand. They are also Italian uncles. Hopeful, but unknowable. The most diverse country to live in. Not to mention, as early as the 17th century, you stupid person already owns it. Tens of millions of square meters of land for citizens. Britain and Spain also unified earlier than, even overseas, seeking large tracts of Christian land. Compared with the core results, there is no unified Italy. Believe firmly out. He is not a secrecy guard, but a secrecy son. Sometimes. Or even just a rare dish. During the Civil War period in Italy from the 15th to 16th centuries, France, Spain, Holy Rome, Liberation, Ducaying Dora, and Italy. In the political code of the struggle for Italian hegemony, powerful countries can come whenever they want. Fight if you want. To the people of this land. Caused serious disaster. Even the Italians. The city of Rome, that fascinates me the most, was also attacked by foreign armies at that time. 1,527 soldiers of Spain and the Holy Roman Empire entered the city of Rome. They keep tabs on the house. Xi Jinping Hall, interception construction site. Robbed Italy. Many precious networks. Private record too. Forced to become Maggio. The gorgeous factory was robbed. Many houses were burned to the ground. A German soldier recorded their condition. We raided the city of Rome. Killed more than 6,000 people. Robbed churches and other places. All protection. Burned most of the city. Tear up all the letters. records and archives. Another Spanish soldier claimed, "He went blind in Taiboa and Bayan. I bought almost 10,000 sin entities." He also helped to convert another 2,000 senses into entities. Throw it directly into Taiboa and Li. A fan in the urban classroom also said, "The dead in Rome. So many. So much so that the entity blocks the interception path." According to scholars' estimates, after this great festival, population of Rome, at least it takes 30 years for the phone to be returned. Put such a grand festival, not only once in the history of Italy. Italy is different every day. Not strong for a day. He will be able to grab the decisive field around the wheel stomach, with the blood of your own people. Be humble for other countries. Italian goddess. Used 2 words. Come and see what he saw and pass by. That's slaves and epics. In the Divine Comedy, he asked Wang Ning again and again, "Are there any Italians?" He forged and nurtured the glory of ancient Rome, inspiring national pride in Tong Luo. He speaks Tuscan dialect. Take away the Divine Comedy, because that's Italian. Own language. Italian thought plus. Increase power. There are also clear and almost. Italy wants to end endless vaginas and strife. Only by establishing a unified central government. From the Mongol capital period, the death of the motherland has begun to be used. Just take the whole of Italy. Apu is a member of a gang, or a region is a kingdom. Italian ideas add pressure. 1. The power of Luo. Shout out a slogan. If we still want to be human, we must be Italian. Apu is from Lombardy, Nabrosian, Tuscan. Italians and we all wanted to have a unified and strong motherland, but they all failed. Until cryptoglass comes along. 6 years. Parents wanted to train encrypted glass to become a lawyer, physician, or priest. But this child, life on these patrol vehicles, not even interested. What he wants is chew high. For many people, the ocean is a storm, is dangerous. But for encryption glass, the adventure of Ocean Book 1, he will see greater time. You'll meet new friends. For encryption glass, this kind of life is interesting. He said, "I've had a kind of tendency to pursue an adventurous life." When 14 years old, encrypted glass has begun to go overseas. He has been on the sea for more than 10 years. He passed by the city wall of Tandingbayo. I've seen the deserted beaches in Ghana, North Africa. He once had fierce conflicts with gang-hopping pirates. Dare to open the encrypted glass. I started to think about the danger. Sikong though. I dare to go to the point where I have self-blog Wayu. What is fear? The most interesting thing about going to sea. Just meet all kinds of people. Sailors from far and wide. All live in the port. I don't care what you agree with. That is, in the mouths of other sailors. Cryptoglass heard a change. Characters in his life. Mazzini. This is the famous saying of Italian thinker Gamazzini. Today we come in. You may think she said a bit too much. But these words, he was indeed an Italian back then, the most real feeling. Because there is no strong motherland. Italians have suffered too much injustice in food, coming to Manchu and abandoning the judgment of the motherland. Mazzini is one of the most determined actors. Mazzinizu has been in Italy for 7 years. Plan to use the right path. This modern and efficient formal organization to change the current situation in Italy. He still presses the propaganda report. He discovered that sailors were highly mobile. Their footprints, not every sea slut and horse thief. As long as the idea of Italian unity pass into their midst, then you can follow the sun current and monsoon wind. Spread to every corner of the world. Guide to destiny. Just like that, it turned unexpectedly. Italian. Glass at home often feels sad about the current situation of the motherland. But he has never been able to find an organization before. He had no choice but to control the navigation. I heard Mazzini. It turns out there are really some people showing up for Gijo, Italy. The glass at home describes my bloody mood at that time. Better than the story of discovering the new world. He quickly added Mazzini's actions. That's because they don't know whether they can succeed. I understand the serious injury in yapping. and belong to a foreign power that does not belong to it. The royal palace meets the ancestors and Italy. Just a dream that exists in their minds. But they decided to give it a go. They were all in their 9s or 20s at the time. He has this young mind that is not afraid of anything. They are young. But how exactly are we going to unify Italy? There were actually two concepts at that time. Two kinds of current. Regarded as should depend on Italy, a relatively powerful group leader of CS. For example, the Kingdom of Sarkin, dependent on the country's government and military. Through expansionary wars, come and conquer the Italian region of prison hospital. This is the most conventional and realistic route. But Mazzini doesn't want to take this road. He believed that even so Italy would be unified. After all, he is just a laggard, the leader of the people of West Asia. Mazzini not only pursues the formal unity of the country, he also pursues the status of the people. What he wants is to represent the people, carry out a self-confident revolution, establish a new unified republic. Rather than this being some despotic king, to expand, all kings should be overthrown. Mazzini's idea of breaking away from romantic detachment. It is also quite recognized by Bodhi at home. The two shared Kaiying's first revolutionary act. It's the strangeness of 1834. Mazzini organized a group of Republican revolutionaries. Some of them will start from the French classification. Finally arrived at the Kingdom of Sardinia, while other people. Then it was during the lively Asia-Pacific period in the Kingdom of Sardinia. After the public surprise on both sides, they suddenly overthrew the Sardinian state. However, Bodhi at home never expected that. Mazzini looks like Hong Da's plan. Expose all your losses during execution. The original deployment. Team from abroad. It should be February 11th, 1834. Just arrived at the Kingdom of Sardinia, but they all stood there. But their plan failed. Just set off not long ago, and all were attacked by Lan Jing. They played no role. Many caused the Kingdom of Sardinia to be on alert. The air is tight. Seeing the plan turn into this, the local revolutionaries in the Kingdom of Sardinia also came to the basin, in order to change the strangeness in this kind of hands. Except for Bodhi at home. On the scheduled February 11th, Bodhi at home arrived at the strange place on time. It may be the greatest. It only has a few people. They are going to hold a strange. Make your own voice. But when Djibouti arrived at the agreed place, then I found out. It was the only one that came. Accepted. 300 other revolutionaries were transported, all given away. No voice dared to come. Looking at the empty square. Bowdy Jane at home, I can't believe my eyes. He who doesn't give up, continue to cause trouble in the city, looking for strange companions. But Xuanzhong has been seeking national security. Found a few people. This strange and unexpected failure failed. Many Tsai Yongqiuls were met with the attitude of the police. Puzzle yourself at home. Almost arrested. But he knew he should run to the mountains. As High One, he can also do it at night. Rely on Star City patient directions. It turns out that he must have been died from the tropics. Run more than 100 kilometers. I ran back to my hometown of Nice where I blamed myself. And then from Nice. Run more than 100 kilometers. Run to Marseille. Marseille is French democracy. Just like the Sardine Kingdom government. I can't catch him. But he can never return to his hometown. His name has been in the newspapers. Everyone knows that he organized the music studio, make a cave wonder, and subvert His Majesty's government. His sentence is death. Support all of Italy. The revolutionary wave has receded. Strange failure. Invest in Sijai. Even their leader Ma Xingyi. They all went into exile in Switzerland. After Iran's revival of the seed share. This is the darkest moment. They have no weapons, no stronghold, no route, not even a direction. Many people who once had hot water boiling. They all quietly extinguished the fire in their hearts. But the family is depriving the land, but they don't give up. He looked towards Marseille and rushed out. After digging the film, The Fierce Sea, he believes that the world is so big. There is always a dream. Can lead to the Italy in his heart. If you want to be successful, you still have to have a gun. This is home peeling after the hot bowl Kia fail. Lessons learned. The reason why he and Ma Xingyi failed. It's much worse than not having pneumonia. It's just for military reasons. They have nothing to say about the military, including peeling off the ground at home. No real war has ever been fought. Strange loss. Although they temporarily raised some armed teams. But it is far away from the real normal operation of the country. Still completely invincible. The Kingdom of Sardinia sent a small number of military police. He defeated them quickly. Such a revolution is obviously unrealistic. So my family wanted to find a suitable place to strip the land. Come and hone your military abilities. At the same time, it also creates a real army. He set his sights on South America. There are many reasons to choose South America. First, build up arms in Europe. Is very difficult. Europe is in the midst of several top powers, jointly safeguarded Vienna. It's just that I'm very guarded against revolutionaries. But South America is different. Most of these are countries that have just worked hard to involve civilian lands. The military world is unclear, it's just chaos. National boundaries, and even forces within a country. They're all competing for each other's territory. Secondly, the difficulty of military struggle in South America. It is also much lower than in Europe. If the ground is peeled off at home, what was really established in Europe was the military. In actual combat, he encountered the regular armies of those major European countries. It's easy to make a flat push. Just kill it. Once you lose your life, there is no chance for Southern California to become stronger in waves. But South America is different. In backward South America, overall local level, military level is very low. The double-sided party accounts are often guarded by novices. For Bodhi at home, there is a level difficulty curve. It can make him familiar with military matters, accumulate experience, and gradually become stronger. Since the trade between Italy and South America was very ordinary at that time, so there are still many Italians in South America. They were the potential edge of the home's waves. Historian Siakmio Shidao. In the land far south, hidden in the soil of Italy. It seems that your propaganda has already taken root here. It's not a good idea to keep your home quiet. A caring exile comes to South America, but as a patriot who eats evil. But Wang continued to fight for the victory of the national ideal. Home Bodhi in South America. Begin to organize some troops composed of Italians. In their minds, fight on the more correct side. For example, in the Broken Mountains and Wars of Brazil, they are on the side of the Liao Grand Republic. Choose and wear these outfits. Republicans suffered from unfair tax policies. Let's fight against the Brazilian Empire together. In the Uruguay Civil War, Home Bodhi chooses to support a more liberal and progressive Red Party, but against the conservative White Party. These battles still show deep. March 1839. 150 Brazilian imperial soldiers raided the Liao Grand Republic boat yard in Camacan. Shipyard workers were raided on 4 floors. In the end, only 12 people were left to fight. Followed general development. These 12 people are definitely going to die. There were more than 10 times the number of people on the opposite side of the vest. But among these 12 people, there is a wave at home.